It's a new year, a new season, and we are underway.
Really dominating fashion here today is going to win.
2, 3, 4 for the final time.
Win number 1 of the season, only just barely.
He is going to win here at the Nazareth Speedway.
Wins the Emerson Electric 100K.
Gonna be Igor Barretto's gonna eke it out.
Cup Series champion is Shane Lake in the number 15.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
It is a beautiful, warm evening here in Miami Beach, Florida, and we are getting ready to kick off the second ever qualifying session for the NOFSRL Mission Barbecue Cup Series. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Trey Wright, and will you welcome you to the Homestead Miami Speedway here in Miami, and Homestead, Florida, I should say, for the second qualifying session of the season, and the first ever race at the Homestead Miami Speedway, the Miami Vice 400. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Trey Wright. As we can get a good view of the drivers. There's Zachary Davis, your Spencer's Clash winner last weekend at Daytona, and what a weekend that was. And 10 minutes on the board for qualifying here, and hopefully everybody can get a lap in. And like we mentioned, an absolutely insane weekend of racing at Daytona, capped off with Dano Georgi, rookie for American Motorsports, winning the Smokies Best Damn Garage Daytona 500. As pretty much everybody moves out onto the racetrack, there is your Smokies Best Damn Garage Daytona 500 winner, Dano Georgi, about to exit the pit lane and put down some laps. First car to put down a lap in this 10-minute session, Nathan Stapleton with a 47.090. Now Owen Miles jumps to the top of the board in the 05. Now Cameron Garlington jumps to the top of the board in the 28. And just like last weekend, how the rest of the season is going to play out is qualifying. If you win the pole, that's an extra 5 bonus points towards the championship, and that can come in handy come the end of the season. Still Stapleton rocketing out to the lead, but now it is Owen Miles who has dethroned Stapleton at the top spot. See where everybody else plays out, but once again, just going to be myself in the booth for the qualifying and the subsequent race. But at the Miami Vice themed Homestead Miami Speedway, very, very nice looking racing facility here in Miami-Dade County. See Riley Sampson coming out of his pit stop, out of pit road. Charlie Davenport has yet to put down a lap. 19 cars have put down laps, and there is your current pole sitter of Cameron Garlington with a 29.303. See Landon Smith Jr. rocketing around, hits the outside wall. This track does not have a whole lot of grip on the exits of the corners, so these guys come tomorrow evening are going to be actually no, not tomorrow evening, later on this evening I should say, going to be slip sliding all over the place. This qualifying session is taking place 1 hour before race time. So, and that's how everything, all of the qualifying sessions are going to be for the 2021 season. Braden Perez, rookie for Pacific Racing, jumped up to the top of the board. See if I can find him. Shouldn't be that hard to find that bright yellow car. There he is, Braden Perez in the 92, rookie in the Toe Jam and Earl Toyota Camry. Interesting enough, Chevrolet and Toyota did not fare that well in the 500 last week. One of the minority manufacturers, Ford, which fields American Motorsports and Buck Racing, won the 500 with Daniel Georgi, but almost halfway through qualifying so far, Daniel Bouchard, behind this train of 4 cars, jumps to the top of the board with a 29.067 lap time. Another rookie in the field. Of course, Bouchard is not a rookie to the NR 2003 offline scene. Juan Rodriguez jumps to second. Ryan Benjamin, last year's Daytona 500 winner, jumps to third. Braden Perez falls down to fourth, as that's got dicey there between Bouchard and Aiden Macro. Exiting turn 4. Mitchell Collins went to the top of the board briefly, but 07 of Bouchard quickly takes it back with a sub 20, sub 29 second lap. So that is a blistering fast lap. Due to the draft he is receiving from Noah Clifton and Perez, and the push he is getting from the 42 of Macro. Colton Yo jumps up to the outside pole position. Let's see what Bouchard put down that lap. Last time by was just a bit, couple ticks over 28.9 seconds. Midway through the second qualifying session of the season. The first one, the first one that actually decides the pole, and all the starting positions, and we don't have to do duels and everything. Definitely not going to be doing that, except for the Daytona 500 at the beginning of the season. But Bouchard currently still with the top spot. It was looked like a 3 wide there for qualifying. That'd be something. Of course, we're definitely going to see a lot of 3 wide and possibly 4 wide through the race. Cautions are probably going to be aplenty, which, hey, you never know what's going to happen here at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Just a few ticks over 4 minutes left, I should say, here in the qualifying session. The way things stand, it looks like Bouchard and Colton Yo are going to be on the front row, and I mentioned those minority manufacturers, and both of those guys are minority manufacturers. Bouchard is Bouchard's team makes up half of the Pontiacs in the field. It looks like Bouchard is going to come down the racetrack, and I think he's going to end his qualifying session. Perez in the outside wall, but as I was mentioning, Bouchard and Logan Williams, the only Pontiac fielded team in the field for the 2021 season. Obviously, definitely Pontiac is not the strongest manufacturer as Colton Yo, not Colton Yo, Eric Monaco, I should say, jumps up to the final podium position in qualifying. Just a couple hairs over 3 minutes left here in this 10-minute qualifying session. There's Dana, Georgia, your Daytona 500 winner. This is a brand new racetrack to the schedule, one of many new venues that we will be visiting this season. New venues include, but are not limited to, the Diamond Ridge Super Speedway, the Kansas Speedway. I'll have to take a look at the schedule, but yeah, a lot of fun new tracks. The newest version of the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Finally got that track reconfigured, and a lot more other venues. Nathan Smith into the outside wall off of 4. That's definitely going to be the trouble spot. Let's see, I believe everybody, yep, all 40 drivers have put down a lap. Not sure if anyone is going to be able to overtake the 07 of Bouchard on the leaderboard with a sub 29 lap, and that's definitely not going to be Brendan Yodel in the 26. Yodel is at a check up there, going 3 wide between Colton Yo and Madison Tall, as Logan Alexander hits the wall there. Now let's watch this 3 wide here, going through turns 1 and 2. Madison Tall is barely gonna not hit the wall there as Bouchard comes back onto the racetrack, but less than 2 minutes remaining in the qualifying session in this race, and everything stays the same. I believe it should be Bouchard and Colton Yo on the front row. We did not mention Colton Yo, who is also makes up a third of the Dodge field. Of course, Yo Racing and I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the name. Daniel Voiles Racing, I should say, are the only Dodge fielded teams in the field. So, have to see what Colton Yo and his team can do out of the Dodge with the Dodge camp with those Charger engines under the hood of those Yo Racing cars, and of course Brendan Yodel making the switch from the car that right in front of him. In fact, Madison Tall with a car that looks very, very similar to the car that Brendan Yodel drove last season for NS Racing. Of course, the numbers are different. Zachary Davis. We got 30 seconds left in the qualifying session. Trying to mention some drivers right now for the actual race. There's Zachary Fitzwater, Juan Rodriguez, Owen Miles, Derek Hamill. Did not mention him at all during the 500. Nathan Smith on the pit lane. Ryan Durrani, Tristan Allen, Mitchell Collins, Caleb Rose, who was in last, I think. Ryan Benjamin. Ethan Lewis had a very solid run in the 500 last week. Charlie Davenport, Macro, Noah Clifton, Cole Sampson, Tyler Reynolds, Trey Smith, Landon Smith Jr. So we get an extra 30 seconds on the board. And Eric Monaco, almost a sub 29 second lap, jumps up to the outside pole, knocks off Colton Yo, but I think Colton Yo would rather like that, because that outside lane, especially on the starts here at the Homestead Miami Speedway, does not usually work. You could, and it really heightens your risk of getting into an accident. We've got a huge hornet's nest right here. Looks like we're gonna get 30 more seconds on the board. Something amiss on the Nathan Stapleton machine, but thankfully qualifying is over pretty much. So trying to find your pole sitter. Passed him a little bit ago, I think. There he is, Daniel Bouchard. 5 seconds left in qualifying, and it looks like Daniel Bouchard for Logan Sport and Eric Monaco for Otter Island Motorsports will be your front row sitters here for the Miami Vice 400 later on this evening in an hour's time. Take a look and see the rest of the field. Ryan Durrani and Zachary Fitzwater will be starting shotgun in the field. But congratulations to Daniel Bouchard. 5 bonus points. 5 bonus points for winning the pole here for the Miami Vice 400. And going to quickly check and see what time we are starting this, because I am recording this. I'm recording this race 3 weeks in advance, back when the snowstorm hit the Northeast, and I've got plenty of time on my hands. So give me one quick moment to find out when this race is actually starting. I'm gonna pause that. Alright, schedule. Alright, so 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We will see you back here at the Homestead Miami Speedway over for the Miami Vice 400. Going to be a 34-lap event around this 1.5-mile speedway, and that will be over on NASCAR Nerd 34, the main channel for your Mission Barbecue Cup Series action. But that's all I've got for the moment right now. Congratulations to Daniel Bouchard and Eric Monaco for qualifying on the front row, and Bouchard especially for those 5 valuable bonus points for gaining the pole. And we will see you in about an hour's time on NASCAR Nerd 34 for the second race of the season of the 2021 NOFSRL Mission Barbecue Cup Series season, the Miami Vice 400. See you over there, ladies and gentlemen.